Oh boy. Hi guys. Welcome back to Live at the Roxy, where your very own Roxy Stryer forgets to silence her phone 95% of the time. I've been at this almost 11 years. Good for you, Rox. Learning from all your mistakes. All right, but we do have this mic going. We do have the 1080p quality camera. We're up in our game. We're doing all the things and we're doing it together. So I'm so happy to be here with you guys today already. I have streamed a couple of times today. I went on Not Sam's channel with Kevin Undergaro and Not Sam. We did a Not Sam's Night / The Tomorrow Show crossover earlier today, which was really fun, where we talked about a lot of the stuff that was going on, but also kind of tried to distract people and talk some fun things as well, like all the crazy parties that are going to happen after after all things coronavirus, and how lame I am in 2020 for not sitting here and chugging beers and getting stoned like a lot of my peers. So there's that. Also, I did DC movie news today already with Adam Gertler and Mike Kalinowski, and that was really fun. And we talked all things DC. It seems like there wouldn't be a lot of movie news right now, but there is actually a ton, as this is affecting every single movie. And the more movies that are going down, the more we have to try to figure out, when is Warner Brothers going to possibly move movies to? Will Wonder Woman air in June, premiere in June, or will it get pushed? And if it gets pushed, when can they put it in their slate? So a lot of talk about that over on DC Movie News on the Popcorn Talk Network. And now I am here live with you guys for Live at the Roxy, right here on my own YouTube channel. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead, subscribe, hit that button, hit that thumbs up as well. And if you are in a place right now where you can financially support, please go to streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. And right here in the super chat, if you do one of those things, if you have a comment that you feel like you need to get read, or you want to support me, or financially, or any of those things, then just make sure you write it in the super chat or in the Streamlabs. I will get to every single one of those by the end of the episode, I swear. So that is the best way to make sure that your comment is read live on air, and also to financially support me. I wonder if you guys can hear that, whatever just happened. Dun, dun, dun. Let me know if you could. It was a Christian Harloff notification on Facebook, I think. I don't know why it went off on my computer that loud, but it certainly did. All this technology stuff is kind of new to me, but the silver lining of coronavirus is that it is causing me to up my streaming game. So hopefully that's a plus. If there are any pluses, I guess that's one of them, right? Kinda, I guess, sorta. Anyway, today, what I want to talk about a bunch of different things, but one of the main things I want to talk about is what exactly a stay-at-home order means, considering that California was the first state to implement a stay-at-home order from our governor, and then we woke up this morning and New York had done the same thing. So it seems like this is going to be something that a lot of states are going to implement, and what exactly that will look like. I want to talk about that, because at first people were kind of panicking. Stay at home. What does that mean? What do we have access to? What can I leave for? What can I not? But there's actually a little more freedom than I think people realize. So I want to break down what constitutes as a place that you can go to, when you can leave your house, what you can go to for. And I'm not saying that it's not a big deal, because of course it is a big deal. But for a lot of us who are already practicing social distancing or quarantine, not much changes. It's now just being mandated by the government. I'm also interested to see, and I want to talk to, I have a friend who was a cop, and I'm going to ask if he can call into the show this week, because I'm curious what police officers can actually do if we are not following those rules. Not saying that we should, but I'm wondering to what extent of the law this could be prosecuted. And I just want us to have all of the information. Thank you for complimenting my flowers. These actually usually sit over there, but I feel like my background's a little plain. And I'm not really the kind of person to have a background on this. It's got a lot of toys and stuff, although I do have my Funkos over here on the table from DC Movie News. But I'm not really, I guess they could be like right here or something. I'm not really the type of person that likes to decorate with a lot of toys and stuff. I'm a little bit of a minimalist, but I do like to have some personality, and I realize this has no fucking personality. So I'm going to try and see. I also have like some gold accents and tables, so I might just try to pimp this set out a little more, or might even move locations. I got a furry chair somewhere else. We got to play around with it, as we're going to be spending a lot of time in my home. So we definitely have time to play. But then, yeah, I do have a massive Wonder Woman mug right here to support my girl Gal, who's getting a lot of heat these days. So Gal, this one's for you. Also, it's my favorite mug. Well, I love all my mugs, but it's one of my favorite mugs because it is extremely large. And right now I could use the caffeine. So fill that baby up. Fill her up. But yeah, I want to talk about the stay-at-home order. A couple more celebrities were diagnosed with coronavirus. Most recently, about 5 minutes ago, THR dropped. Actually, he posted it on his own Instagram Live. Colton Underwood, the Bachelor, just found out he had coronavirus. He got tested a few days ago. It's peeving me, by the way, that celebrities are able to get tests when other people are not. Not him in particular, but it's just so frustrating that that's the way that the world works. When the people that need to get tested are the people handling our food and the people who are taking care of us at the hospitals. But it is what it is. He was tested. It came back that he has coronavirus. He says it's kicking the shit out of him. He's having a hard time catching his breath, walking upstairs, things like that. So looking into that. Also, Daniel Day Kim. I talked about this a little yesterday, but he as well was diagnosed with coronavirus. There was an NBC staffer who was diagnosed previously, we had talked about, who passed away today, who had worked in audio for them for over 25 years, which was gut-wrenching. Apparently, he had other medical problems as well. So a lot to break down, but it won't all be gloom and doom. We will definitely talk about some positive things as well, like the fact that Kelly Ripa is donating so much money. It is so generous. So we'll talk about the good people on the planet that are further proving that there are great people here. We just got to act like our best selves. Shout out also to Matthew Gold and Jake Iacovetta, my amazing moderators holding it down in here, Paul Denuzio, all of you guys that are in the chat right now. I appreciate you guys being here. And again, to the 120 plus people watching live right now, don't forget to thumbs up the video, subscribe, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer, and super chat. Speaking of super chat, let's start right there because I want to get to some of these before we get into our main topic. J Dog says, happy spring. Oh, insane. Is today the first day of spring? That is fucking crazy. Oh, good reminder that tomorrow is my friend's birthday and I should text him. What a weird time to have a birthday right now, by the way, right? It's a very, very strange time. Although I will say that Jimmy Fallon, Jennifer Gardner video singing happy birthday was very funny as she played the sax. Quite wild. Larry Lease in the super chat says, looking great, Roxy. Hope your family is staying healthy. Honestly, I think every state that is shut down should have a stay-at-home order. Thank you, Larry, for this super chat. It really means the world to me right now. Every state that is shut down should have a stay-at-home order. Aren't the states that are shut down having stay-at-home orders? And I know that some people think that we're taking it too far and that the stay-at-home order is too far. But again, we will break down on the stream today what exactly a stay-at-home order looks like. And then we can kind of decide what we think should be happening and what decisions we would make if we were in charge, which we are and we aren't. We are and we aren't. Also going over to the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. One of my favorite parts about Streamlabs is that you guys do not have to support me during the live show. You can come in and support at any time after the fact, during, before, whatever. So these are people who supported me between yesterday's show and today's show. Let's go in on this. Today is the 20th, which means let's start with Morse code Z from yesterday said, now never move any of that stuff again. Seriously, though, Grat's getting through step one. I think he means any of my tech stuff. Like now that I have it going, that I shouldn't move anything. That's funny. I appreciate that. Okay, I'm not touching anything. but I do have to touch a lot of things still. Glenn Caesar in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar says, hey, Roxy, happy Friday. I don't have a question yet. Just wanted to say, love you, Roxy. Thanks for the week-long stream of doing these live streams. It's been really good to hang out with you and the Rockstars Band. Y'all are the best. Hashtag Rockstars Band rules. Hell yeah, Glenn. The Rockstars Band does rule. You guys are the absolute best. And thank you for being here with me today and all days. KP in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar says, hey, Dr. Roxy, I absolutely love your outfits you wear for Schmodown. Can you give some tips? And I absolutely love your makeup game. Was wondering what brands you use. I'm super excited for Whirl Girls so we can talk about booties and all the booty. KP, that's funny. Okay, so outfit game for Schmodown. A lot of my rock and roll shirts, which you'll see me wearing all season because rock stars, a lot of them come from my dad, who was in the music industry forever, who either I have a Joan Jett shirt that was given to him by Joan Jett, a Broken Home shirt, which was a band of his, a lot of rocker tees. But I also kind of find them all over the place. I have one that comes from junk food. So just whenever I see them, those are my favorite kind of shirts. So I always pick them up from all over the place. But then my gold pants, a lot of people were asking me about that. I believe that those were sevens. They were on sale for $100, still expensive, but down from 200 and something. So I don't know if they're still on sale, but that was a good deal. Makeup game, guys. I've done my makeup on the show live before, but I can do more makeup stuff here if you guys want. I don't usually just stop and do it. I'll talk about Batman and shit while I do my makeup, but I like a lot of different things. Anastasia for my eyebrows, which I don't have on right now. I have no makeup on right now. But yeah, I use a lot of Kat Von D, Urban Decay, Laura Mercier. I can show you specific products in the future, but thank you. And thank you for the shout out to Whirl Girls. I appreciate it. Weston Ira in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar says, hello there from pre-lockdown. Will you be doing any test watch alongs? I recommend the Avatar tunes and perhaps Watchmen, since those would personally be beneficial to my mental health, which is definitely not taking the Illinois lockdown news well. Oh, is Illinois on lockdown now too? Yeah, you guys seem to really want the watch along, so I'm gonna look into it. Since all this has happened, I haven't had much time to watch much of anything. So I guess doing the watch along would give me reason to have time to. I have been watching Jersey Shore. You guys want to watch that along with me? Morse code Z in this Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar says, just popped in. Sounds great today. I'm so glad. Thank you guys for sticking with me through these audio and video difficulties. It cost an arm and a leg, but I think we finally got this. So thank you guys for being here and being patient. Glenn Caesar in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar says, oh yeah, Roxy, as Marcus Sinclair said in the chat, Rosario Dawson has been cast as Ahsoka Tano in The Mandalorian. That's so interesting. So that's interesting news. What are your thoughts and feelings on it? Again, thanks for helping to make getting through this not such a slog. Oh, you're welcome, Glenn. You know what? So I don't watch the animated Star Wars shows, Rebels, but I know Ahsoka because my friends talk about Ahsoka all the time. Emma Fife, Ken Knapsack, Ace, all of my major Star Wars friends. And everybody seems stoked. She apparently is a pretty badass character that people have been wanting for a long time. My friend Steph Sabra, Ryan Nilsson. Ryan was the one who predicted that she would be coming in season 2. So I don't know much about her. I have no idea if Rosario Dawson is good for that character. All I know is that I love Rosario Dawson. I love badass female characters. Apparently, Ahsoka is one of the best characters. I know that there is a prominent figure in the YouTube space who had a whole Ahsoka rant. I think it was last month that a lot of people shit on. So that was when the Ahsoka talk was a lot, when I was learning more and more about Ahsoka. And so I think Rosario Dawson is just such a badass chick. And so badass meets badass equals badass. But I can't say that. You guys know I'm a casual Star Wars fan. I love Star Wars, but I'm not as in the know as I am with DC. So sounds cool to me. I'm excited about it, but I'm not the person who's like, oh, this casting doesn't match to what my vision has been, or oh, this casting's perfect, because I don't know. But I like Rosario Dawson, so there is that. King Roman in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider says, hi, Roxy. I know it's not much, but these are very tough and uncertain times. First, I just want to say thank you for streaming every day. It's a great distraction to life. And even though you may not realize it, you are definitely helping everyone. One of two. Just so you know, King Roman, every dollar means the world to me right now. So when you say it's not much, it's a lot to me, and I really appreciate it. King Roman then went on to say, a relevant question, do you like live sporting events? If so, which ones? Do you have a favorite game you saw live? I know you're a big Boston fan. Yeah, I love live sporting events. The only sport that I have not seen live before is hockey, which is why the Bruins, I feel bad because the Bruins are a great team to root for, but I'm just not. I haven't watched a lot of hockey. I would like to get more into it. Basketball growing up was always my favorite. My grandfather had basketball Celtics season tickets, so we used to go a lot. And even when he didn't anymore, we just went to a ton of Celtics games. Patriots games were few and farther between. Plus, it was always freezing in New England, but I love going to see the Patriots. And as I have moved out to Los Angeles, I've probably gone to an equal amount of Celtics games as I have Patriots games in the last. No, I've gone to more Celtics games in the last 10 years, but in the last few years, you guys know I went to the Super Bowl where we beat the Seahawks. I was actually there. I was taken by my mentors, Maria Menounos and Kevin Undergaro, which was an amazing experience. I also went to see the Red Sox win this past year. And then in 2000, I think it was 7, I saw the Celtics beat the Lakers. So I've seen all of those in person, which is the luckiest thing any Boston fan could wish for. So I've been to a lot of great games. Thank you for asking that question. I love talking Boston sports. Even right now, as we're going through this Brady issue, breaks my heart. The amount of gifs and memes and shit people have sent me about it is like unbelievable. Daniel Rahimi in the streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider. If they were to make a biopic about you, Florence Pugh could play you. I follow her on Instagram, and you guys pretty much have the same personality. Stay safe, Roxy. That is literally the biggest compliment anybody could ever give me. I really appreciate it. I fucking love Florence Pugh. I used to think that Dakota Fanning would be a good person to play me, not because of her personality, but I just think she's such an amazing actress that I would want somebody like that playing me. But Florence Pugh is a great call. I'm obsessed with her. She would kill it. I would have to being badass like her would be great. Jay Wagoo or Wigao in the super chat. Glad you're doing good, enjoying the streams. I appreciate that. I wouldn't say I'm doing good, but I'm doing okay. And I guess that's the best we can hope for right now. Grammy and Papo are in good health. For 92 and 94-year-olds, we're taking care of business. Spent a lot of time alone, but it's good. I'm working my ass off. Still 80, 90 hours a week right now. So, just hustling, trying to find a way to survive right now. Draft House Games with my friend Hugh in the house. He says, stay safe, Roxy. Thank you, Draft House. Thank you, Hugh. You rock. Appreciate you guys. They're the ones that I went up to Portland to film with, to do those game reviews for Draft House. Actually, as all of this was going down, that's how I met my friend Joey Ryan, the wrestler. And Joey texted me making sure I was okay, which was very sweet. And I know that he's concerned about his parents right now, as they are older as well and not being able to see them. So just shout out to Joey and send him some love, guys. And thank you, Hugh, for stopping by and here and everything Draft House does. I also told you guys that Hugh sent me a Lego set, a friend's Lego set. So I do want to build that with you guys. I haven't built it yet. So that will be a fun activity for us later on this week or next week. Ben Rayner in the super chat says, Ren's watch along would be awesome. I have to assume he was meant friends. Although if Ren's is a thing, I'd like to know about it because they're ripping off my people friends. So I've made better jokes before, guys. I've made better jokes. NFL Caleb 22, just showing a little support in here. Really appreciate that. Thanks for stopping by. You always do that, like not saying anything, just throwing a buck your way. And I appreciate that. I really do. All right, guys. So as we are right now coming into 20 minutes at the stream, which by the way, time is flying today again. Time recently has been flying by, although it's a hurry up and wait game. It's slow, it's fast. It's slow, it's fast. But what I really wanted to talk about was what a stay-at-home order really means, as I know a lot of you guys are panicking at home, and a lot of people in my life are panicking, and including myself. When I got the notification last night, I was highly concerned with what that meant and if I would be able to go and see my grandparents, take care of my grandparents. My 92 and 94-year-old grandparents live about 30 minutes from me. And I have been going back and forth, bringing them everything they need. If you guys watch the stream regularly, you know the entire saga. And when I saw stay at home, I was like, okay, I'm either going to have to go pack a bag and go move in there and bunker down. But then how often am I really going to be able to leave to get them stuff? Because then I don't want to get them sick, or I'm going to have to figure something else out. But when I looked further into the stay at home thing, there are a lot of exceptions to staying at home. And I kind of wanted to go over those with you guys. LA Times put out a great article. And I think since we were the first state to do this, a lot of states are just adapting the policies that California adopted. California being slightly different than what LA City and LA County are even different from each other, what they are doing. But let's talk about them based on what Gavin Newsom, our governor, was talking about. So just in general, things that are staying open: pharmacies, food, which includes grocery stores, farmers markets. By the way, guys, right now, farmers markets are a great way to get some of your produce, because a lot of people aren't thinking about the farmers market. And if you need some fresh foods, they have a lot of great selection right now. And it's because it's outdoors. Usually, if you live in a warmer area, you are able to keep distance from people. So I do recommend farmers markets, food banks, convenience stores, takeout and delivery restaurants. So some restaurants are open, some are not. Shout out to my friend Adam Gertler, who opened a restaurant about 2 weeks ago. He opened a branch of Doghouse, and I feel awful for him. What a horrible time, but the delivery service is keeping them alive. So, I know it's risky, but if you can support businesses right now in the same way that we're asking you to support artists, then please do. Banks are open, gas stations are open. I recommend keeping your tank on full as much as you can right now, because you never know. And I also recommend, if you can, go into the bank and taking out some cash. Again, you just never know. So keeping your tank as full as you can. When you go to the gas station, either wear gloves or maybe bring a napkin to use over the thing. Or if you have to use your hands, then make sure that immediately afterwards you use an alcohol-based solvent like the JOWs that I've been showing you guys. And then but don't touch your face. Get home, wash your hands, soap and water, 20 seconds. You guys know the whole deal. Laundromats and laundry services. Shout out to our girl Brandy, who works at a laundromat. They have stayed open. People need clean clothes. I'm concerned about her as she goes home to her sick father, but at least she does have a job right now. So if you work at a laundromat, if you are going to use a laundromat, just be respectful of the people who work there. They're scared to be there, as everybody is right now. So just try and keep that 6 feet of distance and be as clean about everything as possible. Wipe everything down. Again, you guys know the deal. Essential state and local government functions, including law enforcement and offices that provide government programs and services. So those are all things that are staying open. Here are the things that are closed: bars and nightclubs, entertainment venues, gyms and fitness studios, public events and gatherings, convention centers, and dine-in restaurants. So for us here in Los Angeles, those things were already closed prior to this coming out last night. Bars and nightclubs have been closed for a minute. Entertainment venues closed. Gyms and fitness studios have been closed. Public events and gatherings weren't happening. Convention centers not open. Dine-in restaurants had already been closed. So this wasn't that big of a change for us. If you live in a state where those things weren't happening, then it probably looked a little bit different for you. So maybe that was more of a change. But here in Los Angeles, it really didn't affect us that it wasn't that big of an effect. So also, they went on to talk about where you were able to go in terms of work and what was considered essential. So that word essential was a little tricky, and a lot of people were confused about it at first, including myself. But this goes on to talk about the exemptions from the order. So he says all individuals living in the state of California to stay at home or at their place of residence, except as needed to maintain continuity of operation of the federal critical infrastructure sectors. And then he goes on to talk about what those sectors are. So those sectors, there are 16 of them. They're chemical sector, commercial facility sector, communication sector, critical manufacturing sector, dams sector, defense industrial base sector, emergency services sector, energy sector, financial services sector, food and agriculture sector, government facilities sector, healthcare and public health sector, information technology sector, nuclear reactors, materials and waste sector, transportation systems sector, water and waste water systems sector. So even after reading all of that, I was like, so like, what about entertainment stuff? I'm a little confused. What exactly does that look like? I still had a lot of questions about it. So I had to do some more digging. And also I commented on Gavin Newsom's tweet that he posted, and I asked questions, and people were very kind and wrote back to me. I don't think those forums are a great place to yell at anybody. I wasn't trying to say anything. I just said like honest, genuine question. And so people were very kind back in helping me get the information I need, which was very great. So they talk about what people are allowed to do: go to the grocery store, go to the pharmacy, go to the medical appointments, take a walk, ride your bike, and be in nature for exercise. Just keep at least 6 feet between you and others in the community. So, if you are going for a walk and you see an elderly couple and you guys are going to pass by, if you are the younger person, you need to go to the other side of the street to make sure that you guys do not have to interact. Don't leave it to the elderly people to have to cross the street. If you are the younger person or the more able-bodied person, then make sure that you are getting out of the way for somebody else. Just be kind and considerate in that manner. A lot of people talking about hiking. A lot of the hike trails here are jam-packed. I saw Rachel Cushing, Schmodown champion competitor, talking about this. You can do any of these things as long as they're still safe. Once you have to be within 6 feet of somebody or multiple people, it's no longer completely safe. So try to find, hills throughout the neighborhoods as opposed to the most crowded Runyon Canyon type hikes. And for people who don't live here, it's just a very, very crowded trail. So make sure that you're looking for your own kind of unique spot, but definitely do try to go outside, because even here, as I'm here, I open up my windows. I light candles. You don't want to create a stuffy life for yourself. You still want to be active. You still want to get exercise. You still want to be in the sunlight. You still want to be a person. So if you can, do try to go outside. They also say walk your pets and take them to the vet if necessary. So that's something you can do, and help somebody get necessary supplies. So helping somebody get necessary supplies, that's definitely my grandparents, but they go further into that later on. Things that you can't do: go to work unless providing essential services as defined by the order. We will talk about what exactly is defined there. Visit friends and family if there's no urgent need. So you're not allowed to just go like hang out with people. Maintain less than 6 feet of distance from others when you go out. Again, it's just not safe for you or for them. Travel to or from a job outside the city unless to perform essential activities. Travel to or from a vacation home outside the city. So I do have a lot of friends who've decided to go home, but travel to and from. You don't want to be going back and forth. If you need to go home or you need to relocate, that you can do if it's out the city, but you don't want to do back and forth. Visit loved ones in the hospital, nursing home, skilled nursing facility, or other residential care facility. This one breaks my fucking heart. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm sure if you guys are like me, this breaks your heart too. I'm somebody who stayed with my grandparents many a nights in the hospital. I've spent over 100 nights in the hospital in the last 10 years that I've been here with them. And just picturing the fact that people have relatives that are in the hospital right now or in nursing facilities and they cannot visit them to show emotional support like that fucking crushes me. So we need to do everything we can to keep people out of the hospitals and keep people safe so that this goes away quickly, because that's fucking crushing. To be hurt and to be elderly and to not be able to be visited by family is not an okay picture in my mind or anybody's. So, oh, that fucking sucks. Okay, in terms of essential services, they clearly define it here. Here are the things that are considered essential services. So if you work a job in one of these places, you are able to go to it. Before I list those off, before I talk about those and break those down so we have clarity, I just do want to give a couple shout outs right here in the super chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. Intelligence Cycle says, hey, Roxy, just want to tell all the rock stars stay safe and don't panic. Show love and care. Also, make sure to stock up on fresh food, groceries, etc. Thank you. Yeah, I agree. The fresh food part's interesting because we went out and got so much frozen stuff, but also we need food to eat like this week and next week. So it's okay to get some fresh foods too. And also we want to try to support the economy right now. So those farmers markets and those people that are working and trying, we want to get their food. I do wash my produce with soap and water, and I just wash them under hot water with soap really well. So I would recommend doing the same. Ben K in the super chat. Thank you so much for that super chat, Ben K. Just dropping in some funds. I really appreciate you. Appreciate all of you guys for everything you can do to help right now. And again, don't forget streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. That is the best way to financially support me right now as we go back into this part. We're in this together right now, guys. We're breaking it down together. Anybody who has any questions, comments, concerns, always put them in here. Again, everything that's asked in the super chat or everything that's said in streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer will be read out loud. And also on my Patreon, patreon.com/Roxy Stryer, as I have guests come up. Anybody who's in the $10 tier there is able to ask the guest a question on my Patreon. And anybody in the $3 tier and up is able to be with me for I do 5-minute videos a few times a week with you guys to just kind of update where we're at by nighttime, because it's a whole different game in the night than it is in the day, guys. A whole different game. Oh boy. Okay. And also shout out to the 175 plus people watching live right now. You guys are fucking awesome. Get those thumbs up, share this video, tell your friends. Let's grow the Rockstars band. And don't forget to subscribe. We hit 20,000 subscribers. Let's keep motherfucking going. We can do it, friends, so that I can do more watch alongs and shit like that. Okay. So going back to what is considered essential. So I was curious whether essential meant essential to me to survive or essential to others to survive. Because technically anything in which you have an income. Did you guys hear that? It sounded like somebody was here. All right. Is it me hitting the table? I don't know. Anything that is that I make an income from is essential for me to survive, but it doesn't mean essential for other people. So here's what's considered essential. City/county government services, healthcare providers, and I believe they've defined that as mental and physical health, food and grocery services, hardware stores and nurseries, plumbers, electricians, exterminators, custodial/janitorial workers, handyman services, funeral home workers and morticians, moving services, HVAC installers, I don't even know what that is, carpenters, landscapers, gardeners, property managers, private security personnel, and others who provide services to maintain the safety, sanitation, and essential operation of properties and other essential activities. So that's a big chunk one. Banks, organizations and businesses that provide food, shelter, social services, and other necessities of life for economically disadvantaged or otherwise needy individuals, including gang prevention and intervention and domestic violence agencies, laundromats and laundry services. Then this one is me and my friends. Newspapers, magazines, television, radio, podcasts, and other media services. So this is that. Not that I'm going anywhere to do it, but this is that job. And technically, any of the jobs that you see most of us at. Now, a lot of these television, radio, magazine, newspaper, podcasts, and other media services have shut down because there's not that 6 feet distance. There's more than 9 people, which is considered the gathering or whatever. And so they are unable to do it under those circumstances. But there are some podcasts that will continue. And I'm actually, at first I laughed that this was considered essential because I was like, oh my God, only in 2020 is a podcast considered essential to survival. But actually, the more I've thought about it, it's how a lot of people get their news, and including myself, newspapers, magazines, television, radio, podcasts, other media services. It's how a ton of people get their news. And in this darkest time, which I'm seeing people say, and I completely agree with, in the darkest time when everybody right now does not know where to turn and everybody's home and quarantined and doesn't know what to do with themselves, people have turned to artists. And us artists and content creators are happy to be there for people, but we need to be able to make a living because otherwise we can't make art. Because if you cannot live, then you cannot create. So I was glad to see this on the list. And the last one is educational institutions, including public and private K through 12 schools, colleges, and universities for purposes of facilitating distance learning or performing essential functions, provided that social distancing of 6 feet per person is maintained to the greatest extent possible. So this one was kind of confusing because we've already shut down our school systems. So I was kind of surprised by this, but maybe because of the clarification about the facilitating distance learning and performing essential functions, providing that social distancing of 6 feet apart, because maybe at some point they do come back, or maybe that's more for special needs or anything along those lines. So I'm not exactly sure. But in general, when in doubt, talk to us about it, talk to your peers and look at those guidelines, and really, when in doubt, stay safe. Stay safe, and stay home. If you can, stay home. There are times when you can't, and those times are difficult, and you got to make those tough choices. But stay as safe as you can when you're in the public, and stay home as often as you can. Going over to the super chat right now, Larry Lease says, as a content creator, I agree with what you said. Yeah, in the darkest times, people turn to artists, and that's such a great feeling for me as somebody who's a scriptwriter and an actress and a host and up every single day. I right now, no matter come rain or shine, I am streaming to come to the fact that I had to buy 3 computers, a webcam, 2 different microphones, a hotspot. That's $200 on that hotspot, $45 a month just to make sure that the hotspot can even run. Again, it's not about the finances, but multiple trips to Best Buy, to Guitar Center, to every Target, everywhere I've had to be, because whatever, I'm going to make sure that I'm here for you guys. And I'm going to do everything I can to create and to talk about things and to be open and honest, to put out things like that World Girls episode, which took so much effort, but we love doing it, and to keep writing these scripts and to keep on creating. And that's what artists do. And so if you're a fellow artist out there, I appreciate you. I see you, and I know the people do too. So I'm really grateful in this time to have your guys' support. So great. Marcus says you sold it, Roxy. All right. I don't mean to oversell. I appreciate you. KP in the streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer says, hey, I run a Walgreens in New York. Everyone, please be good to the employees. They're getting 0 benefits for going to work and they are scared. So please be good to them. If you are sick, please stay home because you can put us at risk, like me, who is under health condition. Thank you. KP, absolutely. First of all, be good to anybody who's helping you right now. People who are working at a grocery store are helping you. People who are working at a Walgreens are helping you. Every time you have to go somewhere right now, the only places are open are people that are helping you. So be good to them. And if you are sick, you have to stay home and you have to find another way of getting what you need. There's a ton of online services. Ask your friends, ask your family, do whatever it takes, but do not go infect other people. Thank you, KP, for saying something. Nikki Therese in the Streamlabs. Sorry, I've been talking for so many hours today. Nikki Therese says, just wanted to say hi. This stay-at-home order is nuts to learn about. I work for University Department of Emergency Management, so I've been going to work, but my director is run ragged right now, and our new assistant director just started. What a welcome. Oh, yeah. I know. I think about people who just started their jobs. Like, even you think about the new president of Disney, a CEO. It's just like, what a fucking time to undertake anything right now. But in times like this, the people who shine really shine. And if you're able to do a good job right now, you can do a good job under any circumstances. So it does give an opportunity to really prove yourself. And yeah, that's the thing. The stay-at-home order is nuts. It is, but it also isn't much different than what we were doing as a society, at least here in Los Angeles, which is practicing social distancing. We can still go to a lot of those stores, but the line outside of a lot of grocery stores is deterring people from going. I do recommend trying to use delivery services if you're trying to stay safe and stay at home. But really, we need testing for the people who are delivering the food, because you never know. So that's why you have to be washing your produce. Make sure. King Roman in the super chat, in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider says, New York just issued a stay at home today. It's basically, yeah, we were talking about that earlier. It's basically the same thing that you just read for LA. Hopefully all the states are on the same page. I think we are not going to know the effects of social distancing for at least a week. Stay strong. That's the thing about it, though. If social distancing works, we'll never know the effects, because we don't live on a planet where we have Earth 1 and Earth 2, and we get an Earth 1 social distances and Earth 2 doesn't, and we see what it would be like if we didn't versus if we do. We'll never know the full numbers and the full extent social distancing worked, because if it works, people don't get sick. And so then people are going to say, oh, it was an exaggeration, or oh, it was unnecessary. I hope people are saying that, because that means that it worked and people didn't get incredibly sick. These staggering numbers of 53 to 70% of us are going to have this thing. I mean, that's fucking crazy. Those numbers are crazy. So, everybody was thinking 2 weeks. Now we've already been here a week, now an additional month. It's a long time, but we've got to do what we've got to do to stay safe right now. And most importantly, we have to do what we have to do to keep others safe. The grandparents and parents of the world, the people who have pre-existing conditions and diseases. This isn't just young people. I read about a 36-year-old who died this week. I think it was yesterday. So young, old, this can affect everybody. And like I said, even Colton Underwood, the strapping bachelor who's in great shape and everything, he can't even get up the stairs right now. He is struggling so much after being diagnosed with corona. So it is everybody. It really is. And yeah, that's why shit like what Vanessa Hudgens and Evangeline Lilly were saying, it's like, oh my God, are you guys fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah. So all of those things considered, I'm glad that we're doing the stay-at-home order, although it doesn't really change much, considering we were, at least in LA, all pretty much staying at home. To highlight some good people out there are a lot of them. Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos donated $1 million to the cause. Half of that went to the New York governor's office for ventilators, and half of that went to a company called WIN, which is they have a lot of women's shelters in New York City area, and so the money is going towards that. So really incredible that they're doing that. I saw that Maria, my friend and boss, Maria Menounos, and Bethany Frankel are teaming up on something, and people with money need to be doing this right now. I know that people with money are scared as well, because they've got mortgages, they've got a ton of people that they're employing, they want to make sure everybody's okay. But if you are part of the 1%, this is your problem to fix right now. And I know you didn't ask for that. And most likely, if you're watching this, I don't know that you are a multi-millionaire, but anybody who is out there, you got to give. You got to give. Right now is not the time to be pulling out of the stock market, and not the time to be tightening up your wallets when it comes to helping other people. We have to help others right now. We have to. We just do. Roadhog228 in the super chat says, keep grinding, Roxy. Just want to shout out the truck drivers rolling to get product to stores. Absolutely. And they're putting themselves at risk. They have to go to a lot of gas stations. It's a lot of hours. And right now, I've never seen as many accidents on the road as I've seen in the last several days driving to and from Grammy and Papa's house. Because people are distracted. People are distracted. They're not paying attention. They're not thinking about what they're doing, and they're getting in accidents. If you are driving for any reason right now, put down your fucking phone. Put down your phone. You have to pay attention right now. Always, but right now, as other people are distracted, you need to go and pay attention and just get from point A to point B. But yes, absolutely. Shout out to those truck drivers. Mayra M in the super chat says, agree. Look at that poor family from New Jersey. I don't know what family she's talking about from New Jersey. Maybe I missed that. What happened in New Jersey? Let me know. People asking about this mic. This is the Yeti, and it's not coming from the Logitech mic. It's coming from this. So, yeah, I made sure of it. And thank you to you guys who told me to put it straight up as opposed to tilted more towards me. I appreciate you guys very much so. Everybody's in this together. Everybody's helping out. Your girl rocks. Trying to figure it out. Going over to the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Ace Money in the Streamlabs says, you are currently providing better info and leadership than the president. The world is inverted. Thank you. A lot of what I'm trying to do here by streaming every day is provide information because is it as entertaining? Not really. And I try to make it more entertaining by having commentary and, we go back and forth about it. But right now, as there's so much, a lot of my hours a day are sorting through shit because I need to make sure that Grammy and Papa have the right information. So when I'm doing that, I might as well share it with you guys who I love and care about and I want to stay safe. So yes, a family of 4 passed away. Mom, 2 kids, and dads. No way. Oh, that can't be true. That's fucking horrible. Oh, 10 family members are positive and 3 died, says Mayra M in the super chat. Oh. That's awful. It's fucking awful. It's fucking awful. We have to do everything we can to make that stop happening. Morse code Z in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer says, one of the reasons to highlight schools is to allow them to keep offering the free meals they'd normally eat at school for parents to pick up. Also, I imagine it lets minimal staff come in and do the stuff that can't be done from home. Yeah, Morse code, that makes sense. In terms of the free meals, I know that this is a huge problem. A lot of students get those 2 meals a day from being at school. And if you look online, there's a lot of restaurants that are saying kids eat for free. I know here, Mel's Diner, it's a drive up now. You drive up, kids under 12 are eating for free. As long as schools are out, there are a lot of restaurants. You can look up lists that are doing things like this because we need to keep the kids fed. And it's a really scary time for parents right now that can't feed their kids and for a lot of people. But yeah, and then there are some things that you need to go into the building to do. So that makes sense as well. Thank you for clarifying that for us. See, I teach you guys teach me. And that's the way that that's the way the cookie crumbles. That's the way the chips fall. And that's the way the coronavirus plays out. Oh, I don't think we're ready for any coronavirus sayings yet. Although probably not too far off from it. Probably not too far off. Yeah. So anyway, guys, we are going to be getting out of here in a few minutes. So as we've been streaming for almost 50 minutes right now. So get in any of your last minute questions, comments, concerns, right here in the super chat or streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. I love reading everything you guys have to say. And even good news, the good, the bad, the ugly, at least we're sharing it together. Nobody wants to go through this alone. As I am staying here by myself, it does get very challenging and you guys make my day a lot brighter. And I'm glad that hopefully we're able to do that for each other. Don't forget to the 180 people watching live right now and to the people after the fact, like this video, thumbs up, subscribe. Shout out to my amazing moderators, Matthew Gold, and Paul Denuzio and Billy Belford and Jake Iacovetta and everybody who stopped in for the stream today. And shout out to Brandy for working really hard at the laundromat right now and risking it so that people can do what they need to do to have that sense of normalcy. Also, I was getting a text message from Steph Sabra, fellow World Girl, talking about, are people serious with this 24-hour women post shit? What is the 24-hour women post shit? What is that? Is that a thing that people are doing right now? How do I even find that? Oh, people pick the weirdest times to do shit. 24-hour women's post? Doesn't even know what she's talking about. Shit like this makes me smile, though, because it's just like so crazy what people who are locked in their house. I don't even know what this is. I'll look into it and I'll keep you guys posted. And yeah, the good news of Ahsoka, people were really excited about that. So there is still good stuff going on in the world today. Like I already talked about, the Kelly Ripa thing and whatnot. So that's good. It's good. Keep putting those positive stories in here and keep sharing those with me as well, as I love to hear not just the negative things going on, but definitely the positive stuff. And then also going back to the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Let's see. Glenn Caesar says, Roxy, yeah, I'm down for a Jersey Shore watch along, a Friends watch along too. How about a Parks Recreation watch along? Other suggestions from the chat, a Schitt's Creek watch along, a Matrix watch along, even though we didn't hit 20K subs by March 1st. We didn't do it, guys. We will do that at some point. I think the easiest thing to watch along is something that's on Netflix, right? Because then most people have it. Megan Ryan in the super chat or in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer says, I need some comedy show recs during quarantine. I have lots of free time and need something to make me smile. Definitely Schitt's Creek. That's where it's at right now. And then Sex Education. Those are my two that I keep telling people about right now. Sex Education on Netflix. It's so good. King Roman in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Oh, by the way, anybody else with recs for Megan Ryan, leave them in the comments so she can see them. Thank you, Megan, for that. King Roman says, why the switch to the headphones? For AfterBuzz, when we're doing our shows, we do it through Zoom, and I can't hear my other hosts without these on. And then when I put them on, I figured out I could monitor my own audio a little better. So I put them on because I think it makes it sound better for you guys, because I can hear and make sure that I'm close enough to the mic and all that stuff. I think Megan Ryan says she's caught up on Schitt's Creek, but she check out Sex Education. Dude, so worth your time. It's fucking amazing. It is fucking amazing. Absolutely the best. And I think that, there's other ones, like I don't know what you watch, but I think that Grace and Frankie was so funny too. I'm a big Modern Family girl. Yeah. Like it depends on how far back you want to go. Arrested Development, Curb Your Enthusiasm, I think is great this season. It's pretty awesome. Yeah. Okay, so as we get out of here, guys, shout outs to anybody goodbye who would like one. I know that a lot of you guys are unable to financially support right now, and I still want you guys to know I see you and love you. So thank you to everybody who has thumbs up this video, everybody who has subscribed to the channel, everybody who's told their friends and shared it and tried to grow the Rockstars band. I appreciate you all. Quickly before we do that, in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer, Glenn Caesar says Parks and Rec is on Amazon Prime. Oh, God, I love Parks and Rec. That could be a good one. That definitely could be a good one. And also in the super chat, Baby Yaga, love your rocks, stay sane. I am trying, Baby Yaga. I'm trying. Bye to Billy Belford, Jeremy Miller, Rednax, Hugo Chavez, Red Dog, Chad Crypto, Jake Iacovetta, Thunder God Cairo, Matt Link, Hey Craig, Sally Mercedes, Ishmael Itchu, Weston Ira, NFL Caleb 22, King Roman, Zeno Hour, Jake Yacovetta, who's reminding you guys, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Also, patreon.com/Roxy Stryer. Do it. Supreme Leader Scone, Dodger Ryan, William Belford, Joseph Ashley, Jason Solo, Jonathan Donsel. It scrolled too far down. Scrolling back up. Travis Gilbert, Megan Ryan, Sally Mercedes, Kelsey Kirkland, Navjot Holly, Neil Handstock, Dave Velarde, Manny Gonzalez, Allie K, J.A., Allie K and J.A., Rednacks, Eric Stevenson, Glenn Caesar, Jordy Duran, Rob K, Chris Martinez, Dr. Octohouse, Pro Chap, I think Mayra M, Brett Cohen, I Blame Gravity 23. I think that is most of you guys. I think that is most of you guys. So thank you again. And I will see you guys tomorrow on Saturday. Yes, that is right. We are streaming live every single day. Every single day as we are in quarantine. We are going live every day. Mohammed Bel Hassin. Yeah. Okay. I got everybody that I could. If you want more shout outs, I will give them to you tomorrow. And don't forget, in the meantime, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer, patreon.com/Roxy Stryer. Be good to other people. Help the elderly as much as you can. If you see somebody in line in front that's behind you and they seem like they need to get out of the store quicker than you do, let them in front of you. If you see somebody crossing the street at the same time as you, go ahead and distance yourself. If you are the younger person, do everything you can. Lucci Lou. All right. All the shout outs. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. Bye. Gary Smith. I got them all in.